Hey, everybody, off and running. Back at it here this Wednesday at Gulfstream Park. Jason Blewett catching up with you. Hope you're doing okay as we kick off Belmont Stakes Week here in South Florida. Now, as far as the 10 races on this edition of Thoroughbred Action are concerned, we began with a beautiful sunny morning. I arrived at the track at about 9:20. Couldn't have been any nicer. We ran the first race on the turf, which was listed as firm, yet after that, the skies opened up. We were sloppy and off the turf for the balance of the card. So it's almost a tale of two different days as we set sail for the first of 10 on this June the 17th with a 1-mile turf race, a 3-and-up filly and mare 12-5 to 10-5 maiden claimer. Here's Pete Aiello.
Racing at Gulfstream. Toward the inside, my first ex-wife gets the first call, but from the high draw, Spence is put into play early, and these two move ahead of Couple of Nickies, who's down toward the inside in a joint third. Silver Palms moving up on the outside, and Cape Line splits horses. Dropping over from a high draw, looking fine as wine, is mid-flight, just ahead of Millie Fiore. Then at the rail goes Matcha, Princessa Crystal's out wide. Dadupe is second last, and the early trailer is Malaga. And the charge around the first turn, my first ex-wife came off the rail to challenge Spence for the lead. These two now a half a length apart and working 4 ahead of Cape Line, who's a clear third. At the rail, and Couple of Nickies a joint fourth alongside Silver Palms. From between that duo goes Looking Fine as Wine. Then Princessa Crystal racing outside of Millie Fiore. They're about 7 or 8 lengths off the lead. Two back to Matcha together with Dadupe, and the trailer is Malaga. They make their way half a mile from the finish, and the advantage belongs to my first ex-wife, who leads by half a length. Spence on the outside tries another Bidwell second. Couple of Nickies improving at the inside of Cape Line into a joint third. Following that move was Millie Fiore. Then from between horses, Looking Fine as Wine. And trying to run home from the back is Matcha's. Princessa Crystal is next with a quarter of a mile left to go. Millie Fiore and Couple of Nickies both working into the clear for opportunities at these embattled leaders with less than a quarter of a mile to go. Here comes Couple of Nickies driving up on the outside to take the lead. Millie Fiore is now coming after the leader second. Down the center end, it's a late run from Matcha. 16th to go. Couple of Nickies on the outside. Millie Fiore surges to the victory. Millie Fiore wins. Couple of Nickies second. Up third was Matcha, then Spence and Princessa Crystal. And they're off. Slow to go was GG Conquest and Pugine. Quick to go was Heavenly Blessing with Fun Loaded moving to him on the outside. Chucky is away in early third. After a less than stellar getaway, GG Conquest striding forward to claim third from Chucky. Then Pugine and HP Big Hope, and the trailer is Water K. Around the far turn they go, and it's Fun Loaded with all the money on at 6 to 5 in front to length and a quarter. Heavenly Blessing chirped along to try to hold ground toward the rail, and he did exactly that. And here's A-Rod on Heavenly Blessing driving through to challenge and take over. Chucky is next with GG Conquest, then it's HP Big Hope, very wide on the course with a quarter of a mile left to go. Heavenly Blessing made a move inside of Fun Loaded. That means he has rail position and the lead off the turn. Fun Loaded is second, Chucky is third, GG Conquest down the stand side. There's an eighth of a mile to go. Heavenly Blessing roused on the top end by A-Rod and still 3 on top. Fun Loaded is second, Chucky is third, then GG Conquest, but it's Heavenly Blessing who wins and wins by 3.5. Fun Loaded second, Chucky third, GG Conquest finish fourth.
Run Happy is simply super. He polishes off an outstanding campaign with a dominant victory in the Malibu.
No medication, no problem. Run Happy, standing at Claiborne Farm.
And they're off. Good start for La Rusia from up between horses. Dienda goes after her early. Aficionados on the far outside. At the rail, it's Interest, and from between horses, Days of Spring. Little Bit Good won't be far away, and the early trailer is still alive. Out of the chute and onto the main course, Dienda front and center and leads by 2. Up into second, La Rusia. Interest is on from third. Aficionado on the outside fourth. Back to fifth, Little Bit Good. Then it's back to the 2 at the back, still alive, and Days of Spring. 23-2 for the opening quarter. Torres taking no prisoners here on Dienda. She strides forward to a 3.5 length lead. Second is La Rusia, moving out the rail. Days of Spring from between horses and still alive. Interest has lost a couple spots, so is Little Bit Good, and Aficionado is at the back of the field while wide, half a mile from home. Opening half mile was strong here, 46-1. Trying to string out the group is Dienda. 3 furlongs from home and 3 on top. In second is La Rusia, Barn Buddy, Days of Spring moving to the leaders while third. Back to fourth is Interest, fifth is Little Bit Good, then it's back to Still Alive, and the trailer is Aficionado. Less than a quarter of a mile to run now as Dienda has her first threat from the favorite Days of Spring, who moves up on the outside to challenge after 3 quarters and 1:11.3. Days of Spring strides forward to take the lead. Dienda went too fast too soon and is back to second. La Rusia down the stand side. Less than an eighth to go. Barrios keeping after Days of Spring, who has a winning lead. Down the center, La Rusia trying to get into second. Back to third goes Dienda. 16th to go. Days of Spring driven out. Days of Spring will win it. Sanchez 1-2 as La Rusia second and Dienda third. And they're off. A level and smooth beginning. In between horses, Estilo Talentoso chirped along for some forward position. May I moves up on her outside. Ever Smart is the quickest, though, and Ever Smart will now put a neck in front. Camacho wanted to get Estilo Talentoso into the race so he could angle into the clear, and he's done that now. Estilo Talentoso races third. Gap of 4 to Independent Miss, and then Sweetology, last of the 5, as Ever Smart is in front. Estilo Talentoso out in the center is now racing in second, and May I is back to third. Independent Miss. Green Keller's down toward the rail in fourth, and trailing the field is Sweetology. The opening quarter was quick, and Ever Smart puts up the numbers with a length advantage. Estilo Talentoso second. Independent Miss is now third. May I losing ground to the leaders while fourth, and Sweetology is last. Half a mile from the finish. Ever Smart is the leader, but Camacho has been watching intently with Estilo Talentoso, and he makes his move on the daughter of McLean's Music. Independent Miss, though, is going to have something to say about the outcome as she stalked the top duo and is ranging up now with 5/16 to run. Estilo Talentoso bracing for the challenge of Independent Miss. Dropping back quickly is Ever Smart, on from fourth May I, then Sweetology. Does Camacho have anything in reserve on this favorite? Estilo Talentoso holding on to a narrow lead. Independent Miss is up alongside now second, but as Camacho went to work on Estilo Talentoso, the response was instant, and she opened 3. Independent Miss is going to try another rally from second. May I is now third. Final 16th of a mile, a tactical victory coming up for the race favorite Estilo Talentoso. Estilo Talentoso delivers it 3-5 to win by 3. Independent Miss was second. May I finished third, and fourth was Sweetology. And they're off. St. Benevolence and September 10 both ridden out of the gate. Moving up toward the inside of them is Quick Step Ed at the rail and Flaming Hot. From the far outside, it's Dizzy Sight. Then in between horses goes Handsome Prince alongside Chitamadito, and the trailer is Jack B. Winkle. The entire field separated by 4 lengths as Flaming Hot moves through it in the inside to challenge for the lead. September 10 is out in the center, and Quick Step Ed is between horses. St. Benevolence is together with Handsome Prince, and Dizzy Sight's on the outside. Then Chinamadito, and the trailer remains Jack B. Winkle. 22 and 3 for the opening quarter, inside half a mile to the finish. 3 wide September 10 from between horses, Quick Step Ed along the rail and Flaming Hot. Then it's a foursome comprised of Dizzy Sight, St. Benevolence, and Chinamadito. Handsome Prince will need a way through toward the rail, and out wide in Jack B. Winkle. 45 and 3 for the opening half mile. September 10 on a rebid to take the lead. Flaming Hot is backpedaling. St. Benevolence is on from third. Still in range is Handsome Prince, but he needs some place to go. Less than a quarter of a mile to go through a 45 and 3 opening half mile. September 10 floats off the corner with the advantage. St. Benevolence has room inside and tries to quicken with him, and he is doing just that. Back to third and Handsome Prince. Final furlong, Lionel Reyes and St. Benevolence on to take the lead. September 10 with another bid on the outside. Here's September 10 coming again at St. Benevolence. St. Benevolence hangs on to win it. Second is September 10. Third is Handsome Prince. Then Flaming Hot. And they're off. A clean and level beginning. With the advantage early, it's El Scorcho. Just a bit sassy is nearest the inside. Viva Perle moves up on the outside, and Tell Me Mo is the trailer. As they run out of the chute, it's El Scorcho on the inside, Viva Perle on the outside. Just a bit sassy and Tell Me Mo. The entire field separated by a length and a quarter as they link up with the main track. Off odds showing 4 as favored for those who had 16, who was a late scratch. They went 25 and 1 for the opening quarter. And Viva Perle has an early battle with El Scorcho, electing to sit 3 wide is Jaramillo on Just a Bit Sassy, who's in the clear now, and 4 wide is Tell Me Mo. Past the 5/8 and going to the half-mile grounds. Viva Perle and El Scorcho, the 2 on top. 3 wide, Just a Bit Sassy is a clear third, and back to fourth goes Tell Me Mo. Past the half mile and moving to the far turn. Rail position and the lead, El Scorcho. Just a Bit Sassy bids up on her outside, and here's the matchup. Viva Perle is back to third, and the trailer is Tell Me Mo. Less than 3 furlongs remains for El Scorcho on the inside, Just a Bit Sassy on the outside. They're on even terms at the 5/16, and they have it to themselves. Tell Me Mo claims third. Viva Perle destined for a 4th place finish with a quarter of a mile to go. Nothing decided yet. Just a Bit Sassy starts to respond to Jaramillo urging, and she's now on to a clear advantage. El Scorcho is back to second. Then it's Viva Perle with Tell Me Mo. Final 1/8 of a mile. The late money was the right money as Just a Bit Sassy is coming away. Just a Bit Sassy at 3 to 5 will deliver, and deliver by many. El Scorcho is second. This ends up being a good battle for third. Viva Perle battles back for third, and Tell Me Mo completes the finish. And they're off. She's one Mad Mama, a step slower than the others. Good start for my Sebastiana. Golden Knoll has speed, so does Marching In, and so does Palace Two-Step. 4 across the course early. Taylor VK is nearest the inside, followed by Sizzling Roma, and Take Charge again. Ma Meatloaf will be wide to the far turn. Second last note to Selfie, and she's One Mad Mama last of all as they speed around that far turn run. Marching In has the lead. She leads a length and a quarter. Take Charge again comes out of the pack to claim second. Palace Two-Step is at the rail third. My Sebastianas are retreating fourth. Back to Taylor VK and Sizzling Roma. Ma Meatloaf very wide on the course with Sizzling Roma next. Golden Knowles backpedaling. And Take Charge again is on to challenge. There's a quarter of a mile left to go. Paco with that patented loose rein. He has the lead with Take Charge again. Rail opens for Palace Two-Step. Ma Meatloaf coming over the top. Sizzling Roma has no place to go. There's an eighth of a mile to go. Take Charge again has the lead. Note to Selfie is charging hard from the back. Here comes Note to Selfie. Paco, look over your shoulder. Note to Selfie charging hard at Take Charge again, who tries to hold on. Take Charge again, and Note to Selfie in a picture. Take Charge again on the inside. Note to Selfie on the outside. Too tight to call in 105 flat. And they're off. Good start for Captain D, a good start for Bahamian Prince. They're the first two to get underway. Driving through at the inside, that's Lure Him In between horses and Uncork the Bottle, alongside Dinah Drive as they run out of the chute. Hector Barrios puts Captain D on a narrow lead. He's got a host of pursuers as Lure Him In is down at the inside. Uncork the Bottle's in tight between horses, likewise for Dinah Drive. Rebelde's in the clear, purple colors on the outside, and at the rail, Bahamian Prince. 24-1 for the opening quarter, 5/8 left to run. Armio and Lure Him In wanted the lead, and they have it now. They lead 3 parts of length over Captain D in second. Uncork the Bottle has lacked racing room throughout. He's from between horses. Rebelde's on his outside. Bahamian Prince is toward the rail, and Dinah Drive is last. So Lure Him In, going to try to stretch him out a bit here. He leads by a length and a quarter over Captain D. Second, Bahamian Prince at the rail. Rebelde on the outside. Uncork the Bottle is between horses, and Dinah Drive is last through a 47-3 opening half mile. 3 furlongs left to go, and with the advantage, it's still Lure Him In. Rebelde looming up on the outside now second. From the back, Dinah Drive is in stride. Uncork the Bottle at the inside at the rail, and Bahamian Prince, and there's a quarter of a mile left to go. Look at Dinah Drive striding nicely here under Sammy Camacho up to take the lead. Lure Him In, Rebelde try to cling to him from the inside, and Bahamian Prince. Captain D with renewed energy down the stand side. Final eighth of a mile. Dinah Drive shifts over and leads by 2. Captain D late on the scene, but he's charging. Here's Captain D with a late say. Dinah Drive is close to home with the lead. Captain D can't get him. Dinah Drive wins by a length. Second was Captain D, close for third, either Rebelde or Lure Him In. And they're off. He's second in the 2-path. Ground on her inside. Race. And a quarter of a mile to go, and he's 6 on top. It's last of the 12 as they roll into the backstretch. And they're up. Indamage was crowded at the start and is last to begin. Ice-T was quick to begin alongside Expensive Style, with Mead moving up on the outside. Farther out, and Tis Approved not far away. Tis Approved has his ears up, loping up towards a clear advantage. Ice-T is second, Mead is third, Kinani's in early fourth. Back to fifth, Not So Subtle, then Indamage, who was inconvenienced at the break, and Expensive Style is last. They complete the opening quarter. Tis Approved went 23-2 to that opening quarter and leads by 2 under stout restraint. Second is Iced Tea. Third is Mead. Indamage at the rail now. Fourth, Expensive Style is back to fifth. The veteran Kinani is from between horses, racing along sixth. Seventh and last, while wide, is Not So Subtle. They head to the half-mile grounds. Tis Approved has the lead by 2. Iced Tea is second. Mead is third. Indamage fourth. Wide but moving is Kinani up into fifth. Backpedaling a bit is Expensive Style, who's got no place to go. And the trailer remains Not So Subtle. 46 seconds for the opening half mile. Kinane making a big sweeping move here under jockey Christian Torres. Indamage, meanwhile, got through at the fence for LeBron. These two have kicked on. Back to third goes Mead. Back to fourth and Iced Tea. Backpedaling quickly was Tis Approved with a quarter of a mile left to go. 3/4, 1:10-2. They're at the top of the stretch. Kinane out in the center of the racetrack has the lead. Indamage up for a fight and tries to battle back second. Two veteran campaigners settle the score with Kinane striding forward now. Indamage is back to second. He's all heart, but he's not good enough. Kinane for Tammy Levy and Christian Torres to win at 11-1. Indamage second, Mead third. Iced Tea ran fourth. And runners away. Good start for Maricopa, good start for Bella Gianna, but beating both of them to the punch was Storm Delight, who's now up for a narrow lead. Bella Gianna's on the go and Cultivation's on the far outside. New York Commander hunts Racing Room with Surprise Arrival nearest the inside. Length and a half to Borrowed Angel, then Maricopa, followed by Amelia Strong, Mitch Outrageous, and Reina Caribe at the back as they complete the opening quarter mile. It's Storm Delight in front. Leads a half a length. Bella Gianna taken in hand second. Cultivation is now third. Surprise Arrival down at the rail. New York Commander is between horses. That's a length and a half to Borrowed Angel, who's 2 in front of Maricopa. She's in the Jackson colors and about 6 or 7 lengths behind. A length and a half in front of Amelia Strong, 2 better than Miss Outrageous. And the trailer is Reina Caribe. The opening half mile's in the books, and Camacho waits no more. He sends Bella Gianna to the top in 46-4 for a half-mile speed. Cultivation, the nearest pursuer, second. New York Commander between horses for LeBron, up into third. Now Jaramillo riding Maricopa, who's on the far outside and racing into third now with 5/16 to go. Bella Gianna still in front by half a length. Maricopa's the major danger on the outside. Cultivation hard at work between horses, and New York Commander is fourth. There's a quarter of a mile left to go. With the advantage, Bella Gianna. Camacho nursing her speed. She has Maricopa to fight off, who's closing ground on the outside. 3/4, 1:12-4. There's an eighth of a mile to go. Bella Gianna fights to hold it. Maricopa tries to get by on the outside. Bella Gianna game toward the inside. Bella Gianna's responding. Bella Gianna by a length and a quarter. Maricopa could not get by Bella Gianna, who's your 10th race winner. Maricopa second, New York Commander third, Surprise Arrival, and then Borrowed Angel.
And that will do it for an eventful Wednesday here at Gulfstream. We're dark here tomorrow afternoon on Thursday, June the 18th. Back at it this coming Friday with a 9-race Friday card on June the 19th. I guess you could say Belmont Stakes Eve locally at Gulfstream Park. And we will look for you then here on Thoroughbred Action.